Hello, this is Tim Hellman.
And this is Tom Hellman.
And this is Movie Talk. Today we're going to review the movie The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. It's director Peter Jackson's second film in the trilogy based on the 1937 novel The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien.
That's old.
The three films also serve as prequels to Jackson's Lord of the Rings film trilogy, which were also based on books by Tolkien. This film picks up where 2012's Unexpected Journey left off, and once again finds the Hobbit Bilbo Baggins, played once again by Martin Freeman, and the Wizard Gandalf, once again played by Ian McKellen, assisting a team of 13 dwarves, led by Thorin Oakenshield, played once again by Richard Armitage, on their journey to the kingdom of Erebor, in order to reclaim it from a vicious dragon named Smaug, played by Benedict Cumberbatch. This chapter also stars Evangeline Lilly, Orlando Bloom, Luke Evans, Lee Pace, Ken Stott, and James Nesbitt. It was written for the screen by Jackson and his usual writing partners and co-producers on the film, Philippa Boyens and Fran Walsh, who's Jackson's wife, as well as Guillermo del Toro. Just basing it on a film and not comparing it to a book, I still thought it was way too drawn out. Just a lot of material that wasn't needed, trying to stretch it out to make it longer.
There's too much fan fiction.
Yeah, and the action was great, but it was still unneeded.
That love triangle felt like cheesy cheese to me. I was like, oh my gosh.
I do love Evangeline Lilly though. I think she's one of the most beautiful women. I liked her character, but the love triangle was a little unnecessary.
The best part of the movie was like Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch, Sherlock and
Watson together again as a dragon and a hobbit. Freeman, he's done so many adaptations of classic literature, like this, the TV show Sherlock, and The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
He's a great actor.
He says so much just with his face without saying anything.
They should have had more like Martin Freeman.
Towards the end, I thought it got really rambling when there's this big fight scene. By that point, I just wanted to get over.
There was one point where I probably about 30 minutes left or 40 minutes left, where I just wanted to get up and leave almost. I was tired of it.
It is the shortest of all the J.R.R. Tolkien film adaptations. It's only 2 hours and 40 minutes, but to me it felt almost the longest because it was so drawn out.
But it was so fast paced too. So
the action was, but
it just didn't have, there was no reason for it.
It wasn't involving.
Yeah.
I don't normally have a problem with them detouring from the book. Every artist wants to make the material their own. They don't want to just copy the original book directly, but I don't think the changes worked in this.
The book is my favorite book ever, so it's hard to separate from me.
The first film at least stayed true to the essence of the book. The individual scenes weren't true to the book, but the overall feel and the main story was the same, I thought.
The first one was sort of a miss. It was probably a little bit more hit than miss, but this one was mostly miss. I
didn't like the Two Towers as much either, so I thought it stayed in comparison with the Lord of the Rings trilogy in that way. And then comparing it to the Star Wars prequels.
It was basically Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, but Attack of the Clones was better though. But anyway, so I'd give this 4.5 stars out of 5.
I give it 3.
But the action scenes were great. Lots of beheadings. Violent action, people getting shot through the head a lot, like Peter Jackson does. What he's famous for. I think Evangeline Lilly is hot though. Yeah, makes a good elf too.
I think Liv Tyler's probably better looking.
You think so? Than Evangeline Lilly?
As an elf.
What do you think is the most attractive hobbit?
Rose, Sam's wife.
What about other guys?
Frodo Baggins is the most attractive.
You think
hobbit.
so?
I don't know why we're talking about this.
What about
this is
Merry and Pippin?
That's not my sexual preference.
I know, but
it's making me uncomfortable.